Desk. The Brewers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks yesterday 6-2. They play the Angels today at 2:10 right here on WTMJ. The Bucks play the Jazz tonight at 7. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic, we do have a major crash. It's on I-43 right near Lincoln Avenue. It's blocking the 3 left lanes and the ramp. If you're heading southbound on I-43, you are going to start tapping those brakes right around Lapham Boulevard. We also have a crash up on I-43 past the downtown interchange. That's blocking the right lane right near State Street. Other than that, no major incidents.
This report sponsored by Exterior Pros and Baths. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation. Don't just upgrade, transform your home. From bold exteriors to breathtaking baths, Exterior Pros makes it happen. Exterior Pros. Trust the pros.
Here's your WTMJ forecast. Today, stray showers early in the day, windy with falling temperatures, high of 63 degrees, but falling into the 40s by the evening. Sunday, mostly sunny and breezy, high of 60. Monday, mostly sunny and mild, high of 68. Tuesday, we've got increasing clouds of rain mix late into the day, high of 41. Right now in Green Bay, it's 48. In Madison, it's 46. In Waukesha, it's 58. And in Milwaukee, it is 57 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton, and Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:08.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Welcome to the show. I'm glad that I'm here, and Steve Scafidi didn't take my job away from me. I appreciate that.
Your
Rose
job is
Gray.
safe. Your job is safe.
How are you? It seems like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. It's crazy. So you were on a cruise.
I was.
I was in Puerto Vallarta. Our ships did not cross, and we're back. We're back. We're both back. So
Yes.
it's good to
and
have
how
everybody
was
with
your
us.
trip?
It was pretty remarkable. I've got
exciting?
stories. I've got stories.
Yeah. Puerto Vallarta was in the news a lot while you were down there.
Yeah, and I brought the news to the listeners of WTMJ. I was on with Eric and Vinny. I was on with John Mercure. I did a few other things. So that's my job, to be the voice of reason for Fox World Travel.
But we have a guest to start the show, don't we?
We have a very exciting guest to start the show. It's my good friend Roqi Dean from one of our preferred partners at Fox World Travel, which is African Travel. Welcome, Roqi.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here.
And Roqi is in California, so he woke up early to make this phone call.
Yeah,
I did.
nice and early.
I did, but I always love talking with you, and it was so wonderful seeing you a few days ago.
Yeah, so Roqi was at Nashotah. We did an African travel show at the Red Circle Inn. And honestly, if you ever get an opportunity to come to one of our shows where Roqi is presenting, I encourage you to do so, because he has an amazing passion for the continent of Africa. So, Roqi, take it away. Let us know what African travel is all about.
Well, thank you so much, Rose. And I always love speaking about Africa, and thank you so much for having me here, because Africa is one of those destinations that it's a life-changing destination. So, people think of those vacations. Well, this is a vacation, but it's so much more. It is the most exciting adventure you'll ever go on. And what I do is, I work with African Travel Inc., and we are proud partners with Fox World Travel, and we are a luxury safari operator that focuses exclusively on Africa. In fact, that's all we do. So we always say our tagline, "We know Africa," because that's all we do, and we've been doing it for 50 years.
So like Fox, who's been doing this since 1960, the longevity tells you something in this industry, doesn't it, in the travel business?
Oh, absolutely.
If you have been around that long, you're doing something right.
Absolutely. And, that's what we always do. We always like to say that, no two zebras have the same stripes. Well, we believe no two travel. I have to throw in those little dad jokes every now and then, but no two travelers have the same travel styles and preferences. So we don't want to just, send you to Africa. We want to find the right Africa for you and find those right experiences, because we know that everyone says the same thing. Africa is that bucket list destination, but we know once you go, you will come back again and again.
So we want to let the listeners know, if they text to the talk and text line, which is 855-616-1620, if you text FWT, that's F like Fox, W like World, T like Travel, you will get a link that will take you to some savings that you could enjoy with our good friends at Fox World, with our good friends at African Travel. What do you know what that is all about, Roqi?
Well, yes, there's some special savings on some itineraries that we're going to be offering too. So, whether or not you'll be going on one of the special Fox World exclusive groups, which we've already got special savings in there. But then when you talk with your Fox World advisors, they will also share some of the special savings, because on some trips we can save up to anywhere from about $500 per person up to $750 per person. So, for a couple, that can be quite a nice chunk of change to save.
So, again, FWT to 855-616-1620 will get you the link to everything that you want to know about African travel, but it'll also give you a little bit a little more information about Africa in general and why we love African travel so much and that kind of thing.
And the specials.
And the specials. So,
Perfect.
Roqi, normally we're just going to ask you for one segment. Can you stick around for a second segment?
Absolutely, I would love to.
He's like, I'm awake at this point. Why not? Thanks, Roqi. We are going to take a break. 855-616-1620 is a Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line if you have questions. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Accident Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wickard, your potentate of lower rates. You've probably heard mortgage rates are at their lowest in 4 years. Acunet's helping a metric ton of our clients take advantage of this dip in rates while it lasts, because there's no guarantee how long this window of opportunity will actually stay open. We'd like to help you consider your refi options too. Sure, you can call your current lender for a one-size-fits-all refi that probably comes with high closing costs and no real in-depth consultation. Or you can click on the blue button for a no-pressure, expertly crafted refi checkup. We'll help you compare all your options, including our genuine no-loan cost refi, which over half of our clients choose. What about a 28 or 29-year loan instead of going back to 30 years? And how much money should you bring to closing or get back instead? Your friendly Acunet loan consultant will lay out all your options side by side and help you make the right decision for you. Find out how much you can save by clicking on the blue button today at Acunet.com. That's ACCUNET.com.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. If 2025 didn't go exactly as planned, you're not alone. You made it through, and that's what counts. Now it's time for taxes, and for a lot of people, that's when the stress kicks in, especially if things got messy along the way. The good news? A rough year doesn't mean a ruined future. We helped Nate fix a tax mess with the IRS created by one of those national firms and saved him $103,000 in penalties, plus another $150,000 in taxes, because we know the tax law. Imagine walking into tax season with a plan, clarity, and someone in your corner who knows the tax law and knows how to use it. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call us now at 414-325-2040 to arrange a meeting to see how we can help you. Don't wait. Call now. That's 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus is led by the Spirit into the desert to prepare for his ministry. This Lent, how will we allow ourselves to be led? How will we use these weeks to let God transform our hearts and our lives? This is Archbishop Jeffrey Graub. When Easter arrives, may we find ourselves renewed, strengthened, and changed. God always takes the first step. This Lent, how will we respond? Join us at Mass, and let's walk this journey together.
Heading to the airport? Make parking the easiest part of your trip with Exec Park, located just minutes from Mitchell International Airport. Family owned and operated for over 45 years, Exec Park offers secure parking, a 24-hour shuttle, and reliable service. Because at Exec Park, we care about our customers like family. Mention that you're a WTMJ fan for a special discounted rate. Skip the stress, save some cash, and start your trip right. Book your reservation at execpark.com or call 414-747-1000. Exec Park, your vacation starts now.
Planning a vacation? we've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray, 40 on the way up to a high of 63, but then temperatures falling this afternoon, windy, a chance of showers. Kind of just a yucky March day. So
hey, Dayton, can I read this text?
Africa. Oh, yeah. Go
okay.
ahead.
So, Roqi, this text just came in on our talk and text line.
Okay.
I know Rose is a big Brewer fan, so let me say it this way, Rose. Fox World Travel and African Travel and her team hit it out of the park again at the Red Circle Inn. Great event, interesting presentation on African safaris. Thank you, Mark and Tosa.
I always love baseball references, so thank you so much for that.
So anyway, if I were to ask you of our 3 group departures, which is South Africa and Zimbabwe in May, Kenya in October, and Tanzania in October, which is your favorite, would you be able to answer me?
That is a spectacular question. And I would say I would love to do all 3 because I've done all 3 and I love all 3. But really, what it comes down to is what works best for you and what, from anything from just dates, what dates work best. Then also, I would say, what experiences are you looking for? And those are questions, we can help you with, the Fox World Travel team can help you with too, that asking, what is it that you picture in your mind? What are the sights you want to see? What are the experiences you want to have? Because, South Africa, I always say that this one is very much Africa 101 because you're going to get an experience of kind of a variety of Africa all wrapped in one. You'll get the cities, the winelands, the culture, and then you'll see the natural beauty of landscapes like Victoria Falls. And then you'll go on those iconic safaris. Now, East Africa is all about the safari. It's wildlife, wildlife, wildlife. And when you're looking at, say, Kenya is where safaris all started. That's the birthplace. That's where, Out of Africa and was written about. And so it's all about, kind of getting back to that origins of Africa and the safari. And then Tanzania just has some of the most spectacular game anywhere in the world with the spectacular landscapes of Ngorongoro Crater, the Serengeti. So there's something for each person. So it really depends as to what one. But the truth is, which one do I like the most? I like all 3. So if you go to South Africa this time, you'll be going to Tanzania the next time. Or if you go to Kenya this time, you'll be going to South Africa the next.
I completely agree. It's almost like asking somebody, which is your favorite child? So we never want to say that.
Yeah, but wherever you go, the experiences are going to be life-changing, and it is an immersive experience that you just feel so connected. I mean, I always just say, imagine waking up and being on safari as the sun rises and you see lions out there, elephants crossing your path, giraffes nibbling at trees, and then think of all the other species that you don't even know of yet, but you'll see them out there and they just completely blow you away.
And so as Roqi said, we've got those 3 itineraries. We've perfected them. I have had the unbelievable pleasure of traveling with African Travel 3 times to South Africa with a group starting in 2019. This past October, November, I took a group to Kenya. So I love both. I will one day take a group to Tanzania next year. In 2027, Linda will be taking her second Tanzania trip. But if those days don't work, or the itinerary's a little too long, or you wanted to add on Rwanda gorilla trekking, we can customize things with African Travel, right, Roqi?
Absolutely. That's what we specialize in. We understand, it might not, if these dates don't work exactly for you, well, then we'll just find the dates that do work for you and we'll design something and curate something just the way you want because, everyone has their different images as to what they want to see in Africa. So we want to find that right Africa for you.
And they do an amazing job. I am very spoiled. I will only go with African Travel because it is all they do. So we should also mention you do other things besides Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa and Zimbabwe. You also do Morocco. You also do Egypt. What else?
Oh, yeah. We are all over the African continent. So we go from the north, Morocco and Egypt, but then we go down, to East Africa, like Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda, as you mentioned. But we also go down to Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, and also the island of Madagascar too. And I actually just took my family for our Thanksgiving. We went to Morocco, so it was an amazing experience seeing Morocco through. I have an 8-year-old son, and watching him see Africa through his eyes. And I'll never forget the moments when he was out there in the Sahara, and then also when I took him on safari to South Africa. And the first time he ever saw a lion, it was at night, and he said, "Oh, that's Simba."
Oh, of course. So here's the thing. FWT to 855-616-1620. Give you a link to African Travel. Give you a link to the extraordinary offers we've got. Then you can also go to our website, which is foxworldtravel.com. Go to the groups tab under the vacation section of the website. And if you go all the way down to the bottom of the Fox Group vacation page, you will find what we call exotic destinations. And certainly South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and Tanzania are among those exotic destinations. So, Roqi, thank you so much for getting up early. And you'll be in town again. You love coming to Wisconsin, right?
Always do, yes. I'll be back there in April, I think.
We'll let the listeners know you want to hear this presentation about African travel. We'll give you the dates soon, and you won't want to miss Roqi's presentation. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Always love talking with you.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. It is the Fox World Travel Show.
Mission 94 Madness is more than a competition. It's a full month of action, savings, and serious range time. The Bracket Shootout Challenge tips off March 15th and runs through April 4th. Sign-ups are open now on our website. Secure your place among the first 32 competitors. Members shoot for $15, non-members for $30. Every week brings a new challenge and a fresh chance to lead the pack. And while you're here, take advantage of exclusive retail offers all March long. Step up and take your shot. Just Google Mission 94.
Can it get any easier? I don't think so. James, you can get an online order done at martyspizza.net in 30 seconds.
And we've made it easy to order all the favorites that a lot of Marty's Pizza lovers gotta have.
Our classic sausage and pepperoni pizza or lasagna and masticholi entrees. They're all delicious. Marty's Pizza in Delafield and martyspizza.net for easy online ordering.
Register online for Red Card Loyalty, and after 15 pizzas, you'll get your next one free.
Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 3/31/2026.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane here with Rose, 925 on a Saturday. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. That same number you text FWT to, as you heard, you'll get the link for African travel and everything going on with Fox World Travel there.
And don't put anything with the FWT.
Yeah.
I think that knocks it out of the system. So just FWT.
Yes.
Okay.
And there's some discounts there, too.
Yes.
So you want to check that link out. We did get a text here that says, I'm a senior and a widower. Are there any cruises specific for single seniors?
I wouldn't know the senior aspect of it, but what I would tell you is this. There are a number of river cruise companies, which that demographic tends to be older anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go in that direction, where they have special sailings. Oftentimes they're what we call shoulder or off season a little bit, where they waive the single supplement. Because many of you are aware, everything about cruising is a direct result of cutting the cost of the cabin in half.
Right.
So the cruise line, whether river cruise or ocean cruise, is expecting to get a certain amount of money for that cabin. And they base it on 2 people, and then they cut it in half, and they say this is what it is per person. If now you just say, well, I'm just a single person, they're not getting the revenue that they were expecting from that cabin.
Right.
So there's a single supplement. Okay. So there are cruise lines, ocean cruise lines as well, that have solo cabins. Norwegian Cruise Line is one of them. I wouldn't necessarily take that down the senior avenue. That would probably be a little skewing a little younger on the Norwegian Cruise Line side. So I might think about a river cruise. If you get in touch with one of our Fox World Travel advisors by calling 866-GO-FOX-GO, Monday through Friday. Now we're still in the 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So you can get somebody early in the morning or later into the evening. There's a button, there's a menu that says cruises. Hit that button, talk to one of our cruise experts, tell them what you're looking for, or go to plan your trip on our website, give us that information, and then they can already research which of the sailing departures have the single supplements waived and let you know that.
Okay, so daylight saving time tonight, we're losing an hour. We're springing forward. That's not when your hours change, right? Yours is based on the season for vacationing, right?
Correct. So it likely will go till Easter.
Okay.
That's typically our very busy season in the vacation department is January, February, March.
866-GO-FOX-GO, the phone number there. We're speaking of cruises. I went on a cruise with my family. That's why Steve Scafidi was filling in with me. Went on Celebrity, and talk about great food, and the staff was amazing.
Oh, excellent.
You couldn't set down a coffee cup before they would come fill it or
Say
take
the name
it.
of the
One
cruise
of the
line.
two. It was Celebrity.
There
it
you
was.
go. Yeah.
It was a Silhouette.
So
that
shout
we were
out to
on.
Celebrity.
Yeah. Amazing food. The shows were great. There was only one show that we were kind of like, eh. The rest of them were like, whoa, that was awesome when we were done. So full-blown theater. There's a casino on there. There's it was great. But I do have a question about an excursion that we took when we come back that I have I need a professional's opinion on. Should it have gone? Should it not have gone? And we'll get to that. But if you're looking at a cruise, Celebrity did a great job with everything.
I love to hear that.
The
Thank
drink
you.
package, the food, the staff was amazing. Better than I even imagined it could be, honestly.
Perfect.
So we are going to take a break here. Go to foxworldtravel.com. Check them out while we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Elizabeth Linton in here with an update. Good morning.
Good morning, Dayton. Shorter bachelor's degree programs could be coming to some University of Wisconsin campuses. The UW Board of Regents unanimously approved revisions to academic policy that formally established minimum credit standards. The policy keeps the traditional degree standards in place, but now allows campuses to apply for shorter programs if they provide justification. Officials say the change aligns with updated accreditation guidelines. Any reduced credit programs would still need additional approval before being implemented. State agriculture officials reporting 2 new cases of bird flu, this time in Walworth and Jefferson counties. This highly contagious disease was found in a commercial poultry flock. The birds are being depopulated to prevent the disease spreading. Last week, there were 2 confirmed cases of bird flu in Dane County. Exposure risks are low for the general public. And we had an overnight shooting in Milwaukee. 1 person is dead after a shooting on Friday night. The 32-year-old victim was shot near the corner of West Chambers Street and Appleton Avenue around 6:15. Milwaukee police have not yet made any arrests. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. We are still seeing major backups due to that crash on I-43 if you are heading southbound. The crash is blocking the 3 left lanes right near Lincoln Avenue. It's also blocking the ramp. You are going to start to hit those brakes at Greenfield Avenue if you're heading southbound on I-43. We are also seeing closures due to a crash also heading southbound on I-43, but this one's up near Wells and State. The left lane at I-43 on the ramp is blocked due to a crash as well. If you're heading that way, you are going to start tapping your brakes right around Kilbourne Avenue. Other than that, no major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Social Security benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback. Unable to work due to health problems? Let Tayback help you get approved for the Social Security benefits you're entitled to. Call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Here's your WTMJ forecast. Today, stray showers early, windy with falling temperatures, high of 63 early, falling into the 40s tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy, high of 60. Monday, mostly sunny and mild, high of 68. Tuesday, increasing clouds of rain mix late in the day, high of 41. Right now in Green Bay, 47. In Madison, 45. In Muskego, 56. And in Milwaukee, it's 57 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton in Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:32.
The Jazz might bring the rhythm, but we set the tempo.
Giannis sees it opening. Look out below. He soars up and plunges it down with a one-hand slam.
The Bucks jam with the Utah Jazz at Fiserv Forum.
Oh, Giannis plunges it through. Seek and destroy. The big fella puts it down with one hand.
Our Bucks Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 6:30 on the home of the Bucks, WTMJ.
No yard is too big or too small. That's right, let Outdoor Living Unlimited design and build your new deck, patio, outdoor shade area, and pergola, and everyone will scream wow when they see your new backyard. For free design and estimate, and get that project started, stop by Outdoor Living Unlimited's resourceful Waukesha showroom and visit OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Hey beauties, you're invited to swing by your local Merle Norman for a fabulous eye-catching gift with purchase that's sure to make you sparkle. What's inside this gift? Only the essentials for eye perfection. Trial sizes of Brilliancy Eye Cream, eyeshadow primer, a soft touch eyeshadow duo, and soft touch eye pencil. Hurry, these goodies are only good while supplies last at Merle Norman Cosmetics Salon and Spa at Brookfield Square. Free with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products. Cosmetic accessories not included. Offer valid while supplies last at participating Merle Norman Cosmetic Studios only. Limit 1 per customer. We reserve the right to modify the gift if needed. Promotion not available at merlenorman.com.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. You've heard me talk about the wonderful new retractable awning the team at Comfort Awnings installed at my home. Spring is quickly approaching, and it's the perfect time for you to get an awning installed so it's ready once the temps warm up. Comfort Awnings is a local, family-owned company in Burlington that provides expert installation in southeast Wisconsin and northern Illinois. Receive a free motor with the purchase of any retractable awning or screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com to learn more.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton here with Rose, and what I wanted to talk about kind of goes with this text that we got on a different level. So we were on this celebrity cruise, which was awesome, right?
Yep.
Good time.
Good time.
Everybody had a good time. But we landed in the Grand Bahama, and we were going to go swim with the stingrays.
Fun.
But we were late because we had to turn the ship around at one point to let somebody off. It wasn't good. Not a good situation. But so we only had a limited amount of time. The waves were so bad that we couldn't really, most people didn't even get off the boat to get in the water with the stingray. Like, at what point does an excursion company, when are they responsible to say, this isn't right, we shouldn't be doing this trip?
Right. So let me ask you this. Did you ask for compensation? Did they offer compensation?
They did not offer anything, but we didn't ask.
Okay.
We were just told it's going on, get at the port at 11 o'clock.
And I can assume safely that had you said, nope, not doing it, you would have not gotten your money back, because normally you have to cancel shore excursions 24
3 days
in
one.
advance.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 days in advance. Here's the thing. If they were doing the right thing, they should have said the seas are pretty rough. Your experience is going to be compromised. If you choose not to go, we'll give you a refund. In my opinion, that is what should have happened, because you had a compromised experience. Yeah. So this text is sort of like that.
Yes.
Can you explain how a tour handles the cost when it cuts short? It is cut short due to unsafe environments. Do you need travel insurance to cover this, or does the company handle reimbursement? All depends on the company. So when you book with Fox World Travel, we are only working with companies we have vetted. So we believe they're going to do the right thing. If they don't do the right thing, are you out of luck? Not necessarily. You've got Fox World Travel. It's got your back. So now you say, hey, they cut our experience short. Now, I'm not even going to say shore excursion. Now I'm going to take this to the next level. Let's talk about this actual whole trip, right? And now I don't like the answer they gave us. They're not going to reimburse us. They said to hit up our travel insurance, that kind of a thing. Now you got Fox World Travel involved. So we're hitting up our vetted vendor, that we have a relationship with and saying, wait a minute, you did our customers dirty here, buddy. We got to fix this. Again, do we always get great results? Not always, but we get better results because of the relationship that we have with this particular company. And then we can also help you with insurance. A good company in this scenario from this text would say, we will give you a portion of your money back. So you were supposed to have a 10-day trip. You got a 5-day trip. We're giving you 50% of your money back. That's the way it should go. Now, interestingly enough, we have an example of the Scafidi situation where he and his wife, Kathy, and I'm not speaking out of school. He'll talk about this next week when he's on the air, flew into Egypt. They got about a 3 or 4 day trip, and they were sent back to the United States. That particular company, and it's Viking, is offering them 100% refund. That's the right thing to do.
Right.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So it may be too late in your situation because it's the excursion is done and that kind of thing. I may have immediately pushed for a refund at that point.
Before we even left. Unfortunately, we didn't know. We were just told we're going at 11. We were supposed to go at 7, but because the ship was delayed, meet on the dock at 11. It wasn't until we were on the actual boat that we were just like...
Is that when they said this is not going to be a very...
No, they didn't say any of that. It's just we experienced it.
Okay.
It was...
So then after the excursion, I would have gone to the shore excursion desk and say, what kind of compensation can we expect for the compromised experience we had?
Yeah. And it was the swim with the stingrays and the Starfish Beach, which is supposed to... I had many people on my post that I put up about that day say, that was one of my favorite excursions ever. And we were like, that was one of the worst excursions ever. So it's just... You would have hoped the company would have said, yeah, it's too rough. You're not going to enjoy this. It's too windy. Let's cancel this. But anyway.
And there may have been people that got refunds that you're unaware of.
Well, the ship was full. The boat was full.
There might have been people that went back to the shore excursion desk.
Oh, and I see what you're saying. That's what we should have done.
Yep.
Knowing for the future. Now we know. Okay. So let's see. What else do we have here?
Well, we can say FWT to 855-616-1620 one more time.
Yes.
Because we absolutely want you to get the African travel information. So somebody said, my son and his college friends want to visit a friend in Spain this summer. Are there any airlines that you would not recommend? I text this person back, but I'm going to read what I said to the listeners. Not really. Obviously, if you can get a direct flight, that's always preferred. If they're willing to make connections, you may save some money. I pointed out, I know Turkish Airlines, might be Airways, Turkish Airlines, has been offering great fares to Europe, but that will always require a connection in Istanbul. How much money do you have to save to make a connection in Istanbul in both directions? If you could be flying on American Airlines to Madrid nonstop, Iberia out of Chicago nonstop. I'm old. I'm fussy, so I might pay a lot more for a nonstop, but it's, if they're looking to save some money, maybe make a connection.
The amount of traveling we've done, the nonstop is the way to go for sure if you can do it, because it's just less hassle. You're not depending on getting to an airport before your next transfer. That happened to some people too with an airline getting delayed. Now suddenly you're missing your next
flight. Here's a good one. Most reputable companies will be reasonable because they want good reviews. In Alaska, we had a 6-person boat tour, cut short because of rough water. They refunded half of the fee back and spent extra time in some calm waters to watch wildlife. So
I don't think we could find calm water that day. Everywhere we went was rough. But I agree. A good company should be doing that for you. We are going to take a break. When we come back, more of your calls and texts at 855-616-1620. Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text Line. It is the Fox World Travel Show.
2026 marks Siding Unlimited's 32nd year of servicing Wisconsin homeowners. And over those 32 years, Siding Unlimited has been recognized as a leader in siding, roofing, windows, and door installation. From windows and doors to siding, roofing, and decks, our team delivers craftsmanship that lasts. Because we're not just remodeling homes, we are building relationships. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited. Every projection we see shows homeowners are looking to invest in new replacement windows and doors in 2026, updating and upgrading their home for comfort, color, and style, as well as saving money with energy-efficient windows and doors. We're trusted and the winner of Pella Windows' prestigious and coveted National Pella Platinum Premier Certified Contractor of the Year 5 times, proving that Siding Unlimited is worthy of a call and a chance to help you with your window and door project. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Call Siding Unlimited at 262-567-4513 or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
So if you're looking to install a new glass shower door, you're going to want to see selection. The more you see, the better choice you can make. And that's why our store is loaded with 20 different glass shower door options. And what sets Les's Glass apart is that you're going to have somebody close by for help who's been here for years and years to ask them questions and get reliable answers. Now, no one's going to be hounding you, but when you need an answer, you're not going to have to search around. One thing you can count on at Les's Glass is that there will always be a member of our staff here with decades of experience. And that matters, because how many times have you been at the big box home improvement store, walking around trying to find someone who can actually answer your questions? This is Stacy Sinks. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
So I was talking with another real estate agent who has been in the business even longer than I have, with a couple of other big-name companies. He was talking about how it's tough to compete with us because we have good agents and we charge less commission. And he even said that he lost a few listings to us, and it always bothered him because he realized that he was doing everything that we were doing, but he was charging more. We do charge less, and we do everything that a full-service agency does. Because we are full-service real estate agents. The only difference is we give you our very best commission rate up front. You do pay for what you get. And with Century 21 Benefit Realty for 1.9% on the listing side of your home, with a cap of $19,000 commission on any size home, you can get full-service experienced agents, MLS marketing, professional photos, even virtual walkthroughs, and everything you get from any other big-name agent, all under the umbrella of the Century 21 brand. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Brewers taking on the Angels, 2:10 first pitch today. It's been kind of a mixed bag so far. We're 6-7 in preseason. You know, you can't tell a lot from preseason, but...
Well, and David Nason was leaving the studio as I was coming in, and he was just there for 2 weeks and said, lesson learned, don't go to spring training the first week because you won't see too many name players.
Yeah, yeah.
And
he did say that the stadium down there is the best one, though, the Brewers one.
the AmFam Field in Arizona is, he went to 2 others besides that one. And I do like, he didn't go to Talking Stick. I will go to Talking Stick because I do like that one if it makes sense. That's the Rockies and the Diamondbacks.
Okay.
And so there are good stadiums down there, but AmFam, top notch.
Nice.
Top notch.
Okay, let's talk about Rebecca's story.
Yeah. So I got an email, I think it was Monday of this week. It said, I happened to catch your program this past Saturday, noted your comments about the U.S. State Department Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. We talk about it a lot, Dayton. I'm sure some people are like, Rose, give it a rest. You talk about it every week. But what's going on in the Middle East and what happened the previous 2 weeks in Puerto Vallarta, why would this not make sense? So what Rebecca is referring to is the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. It was great advice to those traveling outside the United States. It reminded me of a video my brother appears in on YouTube describing actions of the U.S. Embassy in Beijing where he was stationed. And then she gives us a link, which maybe she said I could share this, which is why I'm reading this. Maybe we'll get in the next week, we'll get a way to get that link to the listeners so they could watch that. Because it was pretty fascinating. They were able to help people they knew were in the country. Now, that's the key, right? They were able to help people they knew were in the country. So we're seeing some real-world examples of the Middle East right now and can only hope the staffing changes and cuts in the past year don't diminish the ability of the embassy staff to help. I'm sure the career foreign services officers like my brother-in-law to continue to take seriously their prime responsibilities. He says... Her brother-in-law, Jim, forgot to call his sister to tell her to round up the children when they were coming in to rescue everybody. So fortunately, his secretary filled the gap, let her sister know 45 minutes you have to gather up your stuff, and away you go. And then there are black and white videos that The black and white photo shown in the video is from a Philadelphia paper showing the arrival of the diplomatic families and the U.S. citizens in Tokyo. And there's my nephew and my baby niece. It was a photo, and CNN coverage at the time let us know they were okay. So that was obviously way before cell phones, so it wasn't happening. But again, we'll figure out a way to get that link to the listeners. I think that's kind of important. But I can't say enough how important it is in these types of situations to have your trip registered. So if you go to travel.state.gov, it's now a completely separate website that you go to. But even on travel.state.gov, they have a link to get to where you need to go. So it's out there. There's a way to make that happen. And thank you, Rebecca, for letting me share that story and a real life experience where it made absolute sense. Right in those days, the STEP program wasn't initiated until 2021.
Okay,
so that was way before that. But yeah,
what does SMART stand for? It's an acronym.
STEP.
STEP. I mean, what's
Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. Okay. Smart Traveler Enrollment Program.
So. Okay. So make sure you're doing that. Like you said, there's a lot going on in the world right now, so we want to know where you are if we need to get you out and evacuated.
Yeah.
It is the Fox World Travel Show. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, more of your calls and texts at 855-616-1620.
The sounds of spring, and of course,
It is out of here!
Brewers baseball is back. Spring training baseball is here.
High fly ball. This ball's way out of here for Andrew Fisher.
Join us for our next spring training broadcast as the Brewers take on the Diamondbacks. Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts today at 2. We are the flagship station for your Milwaukee Brewers. 620 WTMJ.
Business owners
and right-hand men and women.
When you make the catering call for your office gathering,
make it Marty's Pizza.
For pizza, pasta, subs, wings, appetizers, and more.
Delivered in our heated oven delivery trucks.
Our catering delivery range has expanded.
All the way east into Brookfield.
Just log on to martyspizza.net for easy online ordering.
Or give us a call at 262-646-3327. 262-646-3327.
Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
Hey everybody, it's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Access Legal. I see firsthand how hard Wisconsin workers push themselves. From the construction crews on the roads I monitor every day to the countless jobs that strain the body over time. For many, that wear and tear turns into real pain. My friends at Access Legal understand what you're going through and they want to help. Their team has recovered more than $35 million for Wisconsin workers and will fight for the benefits you're entitled to as well. Worn down by work? Contact Access Legal for a risk-free consultation. That's AXIS Legal.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Rejuvenex.com. WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
40 degrees at 9:50. Thank you for joining us. Windy, a chance of showers, temperatures falling today, but a high of 63. Let's look at this. The wait is over. The first wave of 2027 Fox Group Vacation Collection is out.
Oh, my gosh. And we're actually going to do an in-person show. We'll be talking more about that in the upcoming weeks because you are not going to want to miss this one. You're not going to want to miss this one because we've rolled out some pretty remarkable things, including African travel south of Africa and Zimbabwe in May, Kenya in October, and Tanzania in October. But those are just a few of the many, many 2027 trips we've got going on. We have brought back Australia, New Zealand for 2027 because you've been asking for it. We've got Irish Christmas markets. You're saying to me, Rose, what are Irish Christmas markets? I know about the Danube, and I know about Eastern Europe, and I know about all that. Yeah, Irish Christmas markets. So now add all the fun of going into a pub and doing all the things you love to do in Ireland, but then you go to Christmas markets as well. Oh, Who doesn't want to do that?
Sounds like a great trip.
Exactly. We've got Whistler's Knoll doing the Flavors of Tuscany. That's the one where you stay someplace for 7 days and go on day tours in Tuscany. You go to Parma ham, you go to a Parmesan cheese place, you drink a lot of wine. It's great. We're doing Best of Southern Italy and Sicily, and we're doing it right. This is the middle of October. This is a perfectly great time to be there. I love this itinerary. You're going to do Pompeii. You're going to do Sorrento. You're going to do Capri. You're going to do all of that. And then at the end, you're going to take a ferry ride to Sicily. And what I love about this itinerary is, although Sicily is part of Italy, any Sicilian will tell you, I'm not Italian, I'm Sicilian. So two completely different things. So Palermo, you all know we went with Scafidi last year, and he just raves about Sicily. So you don't want to miss this one. That one is probably going to be one of those sellout situations. Best of Southern Italy, Oktoberfest with a river cruise.
That's the one I want to go on.
Oh, my gosh.
What are the dates on that one?
September 20th through October 2nd.
All right. I hope my family's
time.
listening.
Wonders of Iceland, Scandinavian capitals, Swiss splendors. Once again, our good friend Di, who's the manager of our Brookfield office and first-generation Polish, is taking Fascinating Poland out next year. We're doing Remembrance and Honor. That's the one where we have a historian, a World War II historian with us. So May 20th through June 1, Romania, Transylvania, and Hungary, Treasures of Spain. The list goes on and on and on. So, and by the way, I still have space available on my Ireland Legends and Landscapes with Rose Gray. That's happening in 2026. That's happening in June. We're going to be ticketing that very, very soon. And once we do the airline tickets, it gets a little more difficult to get you airspace if that's what you're looking for. Don't forget, we could also see if we could get you on the Gene Miller Portugal trip, but if you can't get on that one, we've got another one going September 26th of 2026. So stuff happening still in 26, but all the new 27s are coming out. A few more will be trickling in. You know, we're not going to let Steve Scafidi not have a listener trip, so you want to be stay tuned for that. And then a new on-air personality at WTMJ is going to be announcing a listener trip soon.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So go to foxworldtravel.com. You click on the little menu hamburger up in the left-hand corner. You find vacation travel, group travel, Fox Group Vacations. It's all there for you waiting. But of course, Fox World Travel isn't just about group vacations.
Oh, absolutely. We can curate and customize anything you're looking for. You heard Roqi from African Travel at the beginning of the show talk about we've got 3 groups. That doesn't mean that's the only time we do Africa. I talked to a family at the African show. They've got a family party of 9. And they want to go between Christmas and New Year's because the kids have off of school.
Sure.
Okay, we're going to help African Travel, help them customize a perfect family trip. So all of that can be done. You want to do what we call an FIT, foreign independent travel, throughout Europe, throughout South America, wherever it might be, we absolutely can help you with that. That's what we do.
Business travel, Disney specialists,
Absolutely.
weddings. You guys can help with all of that stuff.
Yep.
And you mentioned Roqi. What happens when we text FWT to 855-616-1620?
You're going to get a link that's going to take you to information about African travel for sure, but you're also going to hear about some discounts that are going on. Now, those discounts are not applicable to our group tours because, as Roqi pointed out, those are already a really good deal because we're doing it as a group, and that affords us some discounts internally within the group to give you. But if you are one of those people that's looking to do it independently, that's where the group discount, that's where the individual discounts apply.
Okay. And if people go to the website and see Plan Your Trip on the bottom.
Yeah, that's a really good tool. Really good tool.
And what do we want to fill in when we fill that in?
As much as you can. Some people are like, well, I don't want to give you all my information. Well, we're going to get that information from you one way or another, whether it's an email or a phone call. Why not give it to us right away so we know? Party of 6. These are the ages. This is where we want to go. These are the dates we want to travel. Then we don't have to take the time to do that all. You've given us that information, and away we go with curating and planning an amazing trip for you.
Yeah, I love going to your website because every once in a while my mom pops up in one of the photographs. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she's been to Egypt.
She's been to Egypt. She's been all over.
She's been all over.
Yeah,
and she loved it.
She likes Fox World Travel. They do a good job, of course. That's why she's booking with them. So, okay. What do you have going on? Aren't you going to spring training?
So
at
Colleen
some
will be
point?
here next week.
Next week.
So
Okay.
if the on-air personality trips get announced, she gets the pleasure.
Again.
Andrea did it while I was gone. Thank you. And Colleen will do it next week. So yes, I am taking off on Tuesday for my annual spring training trip. David Nason went for his first time and highly recommends it. I've been over 20 times and I highly, highly recommend it. So I will have stories galore when I get back, but Colleen will be in for me next week, Saturday.
Okay, foxworldtravel.com. Go there, check out, the best thing about having, well, not the best, one of the best things about having a trip planned is you have a trip planned and you can look forward to it and you can just be excited knowing that you're going to go somewhere you've never been before. When I think of Africa, we've talked so much about it today, I'm like, that's got to be a completely different experience than anything I've ever done in my life.
And when people say to me, what is your favorite destination? It's very hard for me to answer that.
Because they're all different. Right?
Well, they are. And I have been to Antarctica, and people might think, whoa, that's a little mind-blowing. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I was forced to give an answer, I would say Africa. And I would even hone it down to, Roqi said it best, South Africa is Africa 101. That's how you start. You get a little taste of Cape Town. You get a little taste of the winelands. You know I'm going to love that. Pinot Taj, my favorite wine. And then you're going to go on safari, and then you're going to go to Victoria Falls. And so it's perfect itinerary, and it's a great way to start. And it's what makes me want to go back. So will I go back to Kenya? Not in 27, but I might do it in 28. And do I want to do gorilla trekking in Rwanda? Yes, please. That's what I'm going to do.
Yep, and that's what you're looking forward to. You have that trip on your calendar. Why not do it? foxworldtravel.com. That does it for the show. Joe Kraus and the crew from Annex Wealth Management coming in next with Money Talk. Have a great weekend.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show,